Looking back after being a design leader for over 17 years, there are 6 big things that helped me win and stay sharp over the years. The first, the unused saw gets rusty. Keep your design skills sharp. The world changes fast and you can't get left behind. With companies facing massive layoffs, the people who are able to jump in and do the work versus just managing it and talking about it are now valued more than ever before. Second, always be learning and expanding your creative palette. Tools change, platforms change, culture changes, people change, and so should you. A great example of that is recently I've been playing a lot with OpenAI's GPT-3, using tools like their chat platform or their playground platform to be able to co-create and brainstorm ideas using AI, or playing with tools like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney for AI-assisted image creation. The third step is always be unlearning. What got you here to this place will not get you there to your next place. And as you and the world evolves, you have to evolve with it. Sometimes the things we know or believe need to update and change too. One of my favorite quotes is Steve Jobs famously said, "Hold strong opinions loosely held." What that means is you need to be able to update or change your opinion sometimes. Sometimes forgetting the things you know is the only way to unlock the things you need to learn. Unlearn to learn. Fourth is practice your craft and never lose the ability to make things. Did you come up as a coder, designer, photographer, video editor? Do not forget how to do those things. Throughout the years, whenever I would lose touch with the tools as an executive, as I got further away from the work, my connection and ability to shape the work product and inspire the people around me also changed with it. Even if you're an executive, you should still stay fluent in the tools and the craft that got you there, even if you're managing people. Which gets me to number 5, which is be a player coach. If your business is under 10 million a year in revenue, chances are you're small and lean and mean as a team, and you gotta dive in and get your hands dirty. Knowing when to be on the field or when to be on the sidelines is key to self-awareness. Some of the most powerful moments I've built with teams over the years is showing them that I'm not afraid to get in the game with them, experiment with them, fail with them, win with them, and score some goals. Whether that means throwing down a design idea or knocking out a coding problem, knowing when to play and knowing when to coach is a unique skill. Certainly this isn't true as much larger organizations go, but in the early days or smaller sizes of a company, I believe this is critical to winning. Last but not least, number 6 is experiment. This might sound pretty obvious, right? But we're all busy day to day. We're going from thing to thing, meeting to meeting. What I like to say a lot is what gets scheduled gets managed, what gets managed gets done. Carve out time in your schedule for experimentation, whether that means reading your industry's trade publications, newsletters, getting hands-on experimenting with the latest tools or workflows or techniques. It'll open up a tremendous amount of opportunities and possibilities for you in your career. I once worked at a small print shop. We had a process called work and turn, which took over 2 days of manual work to complete. Ultimately, designers and managers were having to calculate and lay out what designs could fit on this large sheet of paper to print out for flyers. This process took tons of back and forth and manual labor, so I started to experiment. Through some simple automations, I found a tool back in the day called QuickBase, which allowed me to easily build workflows and automate things without code. Through some tinkering, I took a really boring, long process that took me and the team 2 days to complete down to something that I was able to complete with one person in 2 hours. This one addition led to the business increasing monthly revenue by over 20%, and it helped me get promoted really quick. It was that experimentation, it was that moment, it was that result where I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur one day myself. Experimentation is key to evolving yourself as a leader. Fun fact, I was in a competitive agency pitch and we pitched and won QuickBase, the client. The magic of that was had I not had that small story of how I was able to help that print shop with QuickBase, I don't believe I would have been able to win that pitch. We were up against some really big agencies at the time, we were really small, but it was that heartfelt, true story about how I used QuickBase to help a small business that I believe is one of the reasons that QuickBase chose us. Experimentation is key to evolving yourself as a leader. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these 6 things will help you level up in your life and work. If you like this content, I'd really appreciate you taking a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help me and others get the word out, and it'll get the algorithm going in the right direction. Thanks so much and have an awesome week.